Welcome back to Absolute Modics, proudly sponsored by Graham Styling, who make our spoilers and bumpers and skirts, etc. Which you'll see on the car very soon. I'm wearing safety goggles because I've been cutting up pieces of metal, as you can see, because I'm making some bracketry now, if we get round, to fit our intercooler on properly, because currently it's just sat on. There's lots of other things I need to do, and hopefully we'll have a couple of guests, or at least one guest later on in the video. So for the time being, I'm cutting up pieces of metal to make the top bracketry work for that thing, the big giant harp, or an intercooler, depending where you come from. Right, let's crack on with this video. Now, as we know from a previous video, we have big giant plates underneath it at the moment, which are nice and strong, and they're going to take the weight of the intercooler. But I need something on the top to stop the intercooler from moving. So I'm making some bracketry, which I'll bend, which will fit between this hole here, probably underneath, just like that, and obviously we'll line up with the hole on there. I need to make two of these. Obviously I can bend them and make them the right shape, and then it's just a case of chopping them down to the correct size and strengthening the bottom bar. So I'm going to carry on with my little piece of bracketry, because I need to make two of these. And yes, they will be painted before somebody asks. Now, I'm proud of that, to say the least, to say I'm not a fabricator. Obviously I chopped the metal down to size, and obviously I bent it there, and I've bent it up, and I've bent it across at the angle, and I've bent it flat at the top. Yeah, now I need to chop bits off, and yeah, now again it's going to be painted and it's all going to be all sorted. But I'm really happy with that. I need a shorter bolt for here, and a shorter bolt for there. They're just the first ones I found out of the drawer, because obviously I just wanted to fit it and see how it looked. I just need to mirror it on the other side, and then I can start trimming things up, like to get rid of this sharp corner and make it fit with that. I'm really chuffed with that. So as I make the next one up, I'll show you guys bit by bit what I'm doing. So first things first, I need to drill it. I need to drill the first hole. And I've been using my Christmas tree that I bought to do the sump, just because it was easier than keep changing drill bit. So I'm just going to put the first hole in there, and then I can work out where I need to bend them to match the other one. Or I might just take the other one off and copy it completely, because it's brilliant. So I'm going to drill this now. I love that Christmas tree bit. Love it! So now I've drilled the first hole, I need to start trying to roughly match these bends. But obviously I'll tailor it to that side. So I'm just going to bend the metal now. So I've bent it to the shape I need. Obviously it has to come upwards, and then it has to match the angle slant, and then it's just going to fit just underneath, and obviously I can trim the corner off like I will do that one. I've just marked up where I need to drill the hole, so I'm going to drill the hole. I'm a very happy boy right now. And there we have two brackets that nearly match. They nearly match, but they'll do the job brilliantly. That bend's going to annoy me. I may have to adjust the bend on that one to get to match that one. Or vice, yeah, I'll bend that one again. But two brackets that's going to hold the intercooler. Now I just need to mark up the bottom somehow and drill and cut them as well. An arduous job this is. A fun job though. Fun job nonetheless. And there are my top two brackets. All trimmed, all the corners stuck off. Ready for paint. So I'll take them outside and paint them. So the brackets have been painted and they're just baking in the sun at the moment. And then we'll be able to fit them onto the intercooler. And I've been adapting the bottom ones, making them shorter and drilling the holes out. So I'll show you them in a second. So if you remember the plates that was bolted onto the bottom of the car, we took them off, and I've been cutting them to size, and I've just drilled the holes to hopefully mount the intercooler in the right place. Just got the second one to drill because they're about 8mm thick. Yeah, about 8mm thick. I'll say that, yeah. And they're a ball ache to actually drill through, but we're getting there. So I've chopped it down. I just need to drill this one now. That was the money shot. giant hole. Ta-da! So while we've been playing around with the intercooler, we've left it for a minute and we've come on to the turbo. Me and Gary's tried to fit the turbo. As you can see, just to the middle. I don't like zooming, but there you go. That nut is a nightmare to get to because there's no clearance and we haven't got a girly hand. But other than that, and other than dropping nuts down into the wastegate, and we've had to remove the wastegate twice, or we will have, to get the nuts out, we're doing alright. Turbo should be sat on, the oil feed matches up and lines up to it, so turbo shouldn't need to come off again after this, after today. Keyword being shouldn't. But that's where we are now. So the turbo is now officially attached. It's Loctited in on the threaded bar that we used, and I had to use a stubby spanner, but I could actually get on from the other side to get onto that nut. The oil return is now attached. Although I don't like how that sits around the steering rack, but I should adjust that. Had to take the wastegate off to take the spring out to start with, so obviously we don't want to be running boost straight away because it's going to have to run in and map up and things like that. So basically the turbo will be spinning, but it won't be generating any boost. The intercooler is now officially mounted properly. The brackets are painted and it's nice and tight. Started playing around with running pipes, but nothing official yet. Cut down a silicone joint at the top underneath the turbo just so we can see roughly where we need to go. That's about as far as we've got with that. Gary's currently trying to stick a very awkward bolt on the brace that helps hold the manifold and a dip sticking that in. Just because I keep finding things that's not been put back on. My bad. That's because I put a block back in without anything attached to it, and I didn't really do it in the correct order, so I've ended up finding lots of bits that have not been done. And Gary's also done me a favour and put all the dashboard back in, which I did not show you. So we did have a purple dashboard, but it's now back, which obviously suits the car better. So nice gloss black everything, and Gary's been very kind and he's actually sorted out the gear gaiter and actually fitted it on properly, not like how we had it before when it was taped on. So thank you, Gary. So yeah, so that's where we're currently at, doing lots of things. I'm looking very busy. Anyone want to come and clean my car? I'd be much appreciated. So this is our top half of the inlet manifold and the throttle body. Now one thing I need to do is I need to drill this, preferably not too close to the butterfly. Yeah, it's miles away. So I'm going to drill it about here, somewhere like that. I need to tap in this brass thread. This is so the wastegate can be plumbed in, so it can get an accurate pressure, and then you can also do boost gauges and things like that. This is the proper thing we need to do without bodging it. So I need to drill a hole right there and then tap for this. Ta-da! By the magic of camera, it's in. Here's one I bodged earlier. Just make sure you clean that inside there. You don't want to be sucking that through into the intake. Bad delay due to really bad weather, and the water's been pouring in through my roof. I've just been fitting the cam covers because obviously the cam covers are red now, and I've been waiting for them for a while, so that means I've been cracking on with the piping that goes around it. The clutch pipe's currently on and goes down obviously to the gearbox. I just need bleeding up, but I'll do that when I do the brakes. On the inlet side, fuel rail's finally bolted on. I'm just doing the fuel lines. So it's connected down there, it's connected at the bottom. Ignore my phone. I've just got this one to do just here. What else have I been doing today? I don't know. Again, you just see a job and you just start doing it. I didn't even know. That's where I currently am. I just need to tidy up everything around this side of the engine, so I need to make sure all the connectors are pushed on. I need to get the starter motor wired up, why I've got access here, because then once everything's done down below, my phone again, I can actually put the top of the inlet on, and then it's actually going to look like a car again and like an engine. So I just need to crack on, so I'll catch up with you in a little while. So I've been a bit busy, as you can see. The inlet manifold isn't really bolted on at the moment, it's just kind of sat in place just because it was the last thing I put on. Still got a lot of pipes and that to do. I think I've got all the electrical connectors. I've been over and I believe I've checked everything everywhere for that. I currently can't find my oil filler cap and the little round thing that goes with it somewhere in the garage, and I've got two of them. I can't find either. So I can't screw down the top of that, nor can I actually put my oil feed on because I'm using P-clips here to hold it, but we'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Put the downpipe on. Downpipe is a bit iffy, personally, just because it doesn't appear to be sat 100% correctly on the V-clamp, and it's hitting the bulkhead down the bottom, so don't know what I could do about that at the moment. I don't know if I can twist it over. Is it on the screamer pipe? Yeah. Maybe if I move the screamer pipe over, I might actually get it away from the bulkhead. That's something for me to look at, because it's only just on the bulkhead. So if I don't know, I might be able to do that. Hopefully I can do that. Might need to get a different V-clamp though, because it doesn't seem to look right. Nor does it look like there's a lot of clearance. Let's get a silicone joint. Let's have a look. Come on, give me one of these. Yeah, man. Yeah, I know they're blue, but you know, they're not staying. It's just what came with the other car. The silicone joint will be sitting on the hot side of the turbo. Great. I don't know if there's any way around that. It's currently not sitting on it now, but it's angled upwards. That's something for me to look at. You just come across more issues. All the distributors on, all the leads are in, and they're under the covers. The covers still need screwing on. I'm waiting for oil filter cap, as I've said. So yeah, it's coming together. What a nightmare.